in here. I guess I didn't turn that off yet, so I gotta turn it off like this. Put the game capture back on. So Goosey Guess is an interesting kind of little game you can play with your Twitch viewers. And they can guess and everything else. Let me just make sure everything is linked up here. Oh, I guess we gotta put that in here. There we go. All right. Guess we'll use Gary the Goose, the gray tag, the gray leg. We don't have the barnacles stuff through here. Let's go in the living room this time. So what basically happens is everything drops from the ceiling into a jar or a container and everything else. And you have to guess as far as how many things are in the container. So now we got dice or blocks or cubes or something, sugar cubes dropping into the block. The red ones on the ground don't count. Only the ones in the container count, so you guys can make your guesses. And we go through there. All right. So for instance, you can guess like this. I can guess like this. I'm gonna guess there is 78 in there. You guys can put your guesses in. I do an exclamation point plus a number. My dad plays retro guess 105. Alright, so the average is 9150, meaning the whatever number of guesses is 2. But yes, there's the guess. I'm gonna hit confirm. And it was only 124 actually, so Dad's Plays Retro would have got 19 points. So I'm gonna have to set up the point commands and everything else. Alright, so now we got more sugar canisters. I'm sure we got, looks like they look like eraser bits off the end of the pencils. Those don't look so familiar. Doesn't look like there's a lot in the container though, so you can also hide the container if you want to. So you guys can just guess how many there are actually in the weight here. Which is kind of interesting. Gives you a few options. The container. I'm gonna say there's probably like 90 of them in there. That plays retro with the guess of 106. I'm gonna take a guess at, let's go 88. Anybody else wants to jump in, you just have to, like I said, you just have to do exclamation point with your guess. Wow, we got 92% actually. Actually, it was 82, so I was off by 6. I was off by 6. Now we got why do we have a wok in the living room? But that's okay. And then we got peanut packaging. Alright, the wok does not look like it holds a lot of them, but there's probably close to 100 in there. On my first guess anyways. Dad plays retro with a guess of 123. I'm going to say 96. And it actually was 80. All right. So there was 80 left in there. All right, Alex, we got poker chips or mints. These look like more of those, like those Chews bubblegum that we used to get when we were kids. They were sour when you started chewing them. All right, I'm going to take the container off to see how many roughly there is here. In case you wanted to figure out how many there was. I guess theoretically you could actually sit there and count them all. Alright, so last call is up. Lock those guesses in. That plays retro guess 55. I'm going to say 70. There was actually 81 in there. Okay. Not a bad guess, though. You can start the next one off. In the Goose Ale container. We got beads falling into the tankard. Those look like Cheerios. Don't eat those Cheerios. Those Cheerios are plastic. Not Fruit Loops either. And the red ones don't count because they're outside of the container. There goes Frank the Goose. I'm gonna say 45. 140? How is there 140 in there? Prove it. One. Oh, it's gonna count them all for you. Here you go. Don't say it. Prove it. Whatever you do, it's gonna play 140 of them. All right. Next time we'll just take its word for it. Okay, we got bouncy balls. I'm almost tempted to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna say 29. As soon as I guess, it enters the game, so I'm gonna make sure I don't guess for a while. We're off by 5. There's actually 34. Okay. Dad Plays Retro was off by 1. Good job. Oh, thumbtacks. Somewhere Mick Foley's laughing at us. Or the Undertaker's laughing at us, one of the two. Dad Plays Retro Guess 79 in a large Tupperware container. Got 20 seconds to get your guesses in there, folks. I'm going to say 66. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 146. Wow, that seems like a lot more than I thought. Dad's Plays Retro was off by 67. All right. Garage remotes. Oh man, those things are really banning people's existence. Well, the container is overflowing with them, so guess a high number. That Plays Retro Guess 220. All right. I'm gonna go 165. I think. All right, 17 seconds on the timer. Get your guesses in. Getting a lot of emails this morning. $119 was the accuracy. I was way, way off. 80% accuracy on the thing. All right, so. All right, we'll do one more. Oh, thumb drives. IT man, I got IT guys' nightmares at school, at work. Doesn't seem like there's a lot in there, but there is. I'll fire up the last call here. Some text messages coming through too. Jeez. That plays Retro Guess 78. I'm gonna guess 67. There's actually 65 in there. Alright, I was way off on my guess. I only got the 13 in there. Alright, so we'll do one more and then I think we're gonna wrap up, but we'll go one more here. Want to guess, like I said, just put your number and put an exclamation point in front of your guess number. If you want to guess. How many bottle caps are sitting in the container? In the vase? I'm going to guess 45. I was off. It was actually 77. All right, we'll do one more. A lot of ping pong balls. And the sugar canister. $15. I took a guess and just barely got it under the wire. All right. I guess theoretically you could let this run all day if you wanted to. An alternative to words on stream or something else like that too, but something to try out. Lots of batteries, eh? $112. I was off by half. Off by half. Alright, so that is Goosey Guess. Something you guys can try out if you want to when you're streaming. You'll have to go to Steam and purchase it. We're nice enough to the developers to give us a review copy to have some fun with you guys. Of course, we've also posted a video on YouTube about it as well. So keep that in mind if you're looking for more information on it. That's kind of cool. You guys have yourself a great Monday morning. We'll be back tonight about 6 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, we're going to try some Resident Evil out for the Monday Night Retro show. You guys have fun till then. Thank you again so much for hanging out with us. See you soon.